I dodged being murdered by my psychotic roommate. I'm a 36-year-old female in Sweden. I have worked in mental health care for the last 18 years. I was working at a group home for 9 years and was very close with my coworkers there, especially two females. The last few years I worked there, another female started working there. Let's call her M, and the four of us grew very close. She was very shy, but we got along well. However, she was often on sick leave because of her own mental health issues, but she was able to hang out with us after work. She told us that she had a history of schizophrenia, just like the patients we were treating, but that she was medicated and hadn't had any psychotic episodes for years. In the summer of 2023, I moved on to work at a new place, this time doing forensic psychiatry. The four of us stayed in touch. One day, M told us she had been evicted from her apartment because of an incident where she had accidentally entered her neighbor's apartment in the middle of the night. She told us that in the huge apartment complex, the doors all look exactly the same, and that she simply walked through the wrong door by accident, which made them call the police on her. I felt that sounded out of proportion to evict someone just from that, so I questioned her if something else happened, but she claimed that was the full story. In Sweden, it's very difficult to get a contract for an apartment when you have gotten evicted, so M asked me if she could move in with me. Since she was literally on the street, I took her in. Unfortunately, I live in a small, one-bedroom apartment with two cats. We decided that M was going to stay in the living room, and she said she was fine sleeping on the couch. I hung up a curtain covering the entry to the hallway to give her some privacy. She wasn't working at this time, but I was, so I often had to get up at 6 a.m. I have really severe insomnia, and even with sleep medication, I still wake up easily. I told her I would appreciate it if she would try to stay quiet those nights when I have to get up early. The first night together, M had been up several times that night to go out to smoke. I woke up every time. At 5 a.m., she started making coffee, and since it's literally outside my bedroom door, I was wide awake from the sounds of it. I asked her in the nicest way possible why she was up this early, like if she had any plans today, and she just said that she couldn't sleep. I gently reminded her I would appreciate it if she could wait on making the coffee until I was out of bed. Adding to why I need my sleep is that I have epilepsy that gets worse when I don't get enough sleep. I knew that I would probably get seizures at work now, meaning that this day would be both stressful and potentially dangerous. She said that she really wanted coffee with her cigarettes, but that she would try to wait the next time I have to work. I accepted it and went on with my day, but things didn't get better. She continued to wake me up early in the morning while promising she would stop. Even when I told her that the loss of sleep was literally severely affecting my health, she never respected that boundary. Not only was she disturbing my sleep, but she constantly ate through all my food. She always apologized, but it was getting expensive, and it would really ruin my mood when the thing I was looking forward to eating all day was gone. Another thing, M had long, black hair that got everywhere. All over the sink, the floor, the bathtub, everywhere. She also left her fingernails and toenails on the bathroom floor. There were even drops of urine on the toilet seat every time she had been to the toilet. At first, I didn't want to say anything straight out, so I just put a broom and dustpan in the bathroom to imply that we needed to sweep the floor more often. This didn't seem to work, and after a while, I did have to mention it. M promised to help out, but nothing ever changed. After a few weeks of living together, I started dating someone. He was also in a roommate situation, so we had a tough time getting any alone time. I asked M if we could get one night to ourselves every now and then. She claimed she had nowhere to go, no friends or family. I was just asking for a few hours so we could get some quality time together. She could just go to the library or take a walk or whatever, but she still got offended by the suggestion. At dinner together one night, one of our old coworkers realized that the situation was really tearing at my mood. She offered that Emma could stay the night at her place. Emma made a huge deal about it, but she eventually accepted it when I offered to trade it for a night to herself in the apartment the next week. When I came home the morning from my night away, I saw that my cat's water bowl was completely dried out. There was no spill on the floor, and I had filled it to the brim the night before. I asked her how this was possible, but she said that the cats must have tipped it. My cats are overly social and usually cuddle up with strangers after just a few minutes, but I noticed that the cats withdrew from her more and more over time. and the last couple of weeks, they never left my bedroom except when they ate or used the litter box. Aside from that, I had this old saucepan from the 60s that meant a lot to me. It was my grandmother's and the only thing I have from her. Em burnt it one day and made no attempt to clean it. She just left it on the stove and went out to smoke. I found it ruined and cried. She didn't even apologize. It had probably been 2 months now, and she kept waking me up at night, kept binge eating my food, never cleaned, never left the house, scared my cats, and ruined my things. She even stole my prescription sleeping pills. Lots of them, and I only get one per night. I had 20 of them in my nightstand when I left for work, and when I came home, they were gone. She denied it, which is pretty hilarious since no one else could have been there. My frustration was getting heavy. The summer heat was strong, and I felt locked up in my tiny bedroom with my 2 cats while everything just kept building up. Then, my old classmate texted me on Facebook, asking me how I know Em when he saw I had posted on Facebook that we were roommates now. I told him that we were old coworkers and that she needed a place to stay because she got evicted. He asked if I understood why, and I told him what I knew, but he said that wasn't the full story. In reality, Em broke in and snuck up to their sleeping baby with a knife in her hand. Luckily, the father woke up in time and wrestled her to the floor. I felt sick to my stomach. I didn't want to believe it, but my friend had the full police report. It seemed that Em had a psychosis episode